Hello and welcome to an Introduction to Artistic Creation, Part 3. My name is Anya Hogan Finley, and I'm a Program Officer in the Explore and Create program at the Canada Council for the Arts. We're looking forward to giving you a clear understanding of this funding opportunity. Let's get started. In the previous videos, we reviewed Introduction, Part 1, an Introduction to Artistic Creation, who can apply, eligible activities, application limits and maximum request amounts. In Introduction, Part 2, we reviewed eligible expenses, the assessment process, and the assessment criteria for artistic creation. If you'd like more information about these topics, please go back and watch Introduction Parts 1 and 2. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the application process. First, let's review what artistic creation is. Artistic creation supports artistic research and experimentation, creation, production, and public sharing of artistic work. You can apply for a project grant to develop, create, and share artistic work at any or all stages of the creative process. Projects must primarily aim to support the creation of artistic work. Projects that involve public sharing of work must also involve at least one or more of the activities found in the eligible activities list, as all projects must involve creation activities. Let's review what to prepare and what to provide when applying to artistic creation. We will highlight the assessment criteria associated with each section or question in a blue box on the right side of the screen. You will be asked to provide the following: a description of your activities. Consider the following questions. What exactly are you planning to do and how? What is the artistic and/or cultural rationale for your activities? What inspired you to do this project? Does your proposed work include taking artistic risks? If so, how? What are the potential artistic outcomes you hope to achieve? Be sure to explain who you are. What do you want peer assessors to know about you and your artistic practice? Remember to be mindful of character counts for each question. Here you are asked to include information about your project's artistic or presenting collaborators or partners, if applicable. Collaborators and partners can be, but are not limited to, other artists, editors, community partners, producing partners, sensitivity readers, presenters, or exhibitors. Consider the following questions. Who are your key collaborators? Why did you choose them? How will you work with them? Do they have relevant experience? How will they help you successfully carry out your project and/or reach your intended audience or communities? Have they confirmed their participation in your project? It's important to know that you are responsible for ensuring safe and fair working conditions for all participants in your project and complying with any regional, national, and international public health and travel measures that impact your project. Examples of safe and fair working conditions can include things like safety gear or PPE, on-site advisors or specialists, respectful workplace standards, first aid and mental health first aid, etc. A timeline with key milestones. Consider the following. Does your timeline or work plan give you enough time to carry out your project? Include key milestones and approximate dates for the phases of your project. What is the anticipated start date for the activities covered by your application? Your start date must be after the date of submission. Budget. You will need to provide a detailed budget that demonstrates fair payment of participants and efficient use of resources. Your budget must balance. The total project costs must be equal to your total project revenues. Use the budget notes to Provide context on amounts and how they were calculated. Identify if a revenue source is confirmed or pending, or to include any other relevant details. Your project description, timeline, and budget should be consistent. The budget should reflect the activities described in your application. For example, if your project covers 6 months of activities, your budget should include expenses for 6 months. These budgets are used by artists working in all disciplines. Some budget lines may not apply to you, so only fill out those that are relevant to your project. Next, you will be asked to share details of your capacity and experience. Consider these questions as you write your answer. Have you carried out similar activities in the past? How does your previous experience connect to your proposed project? What has prepared you to undertake this project? You will be asked to submit your arts and cultural CV or resume. This should be 3 pages maximum. For groups, a CV is required for each group member. The last step is support material. Here you are asked to submit examples of your previous artistic work, works in progress, and/or proposed work relevant to your application. This may include writing samples, 10 to 20 pages maximum, or visual or audio documentation, up to 10 minutes. Please choose your strongest examples, as peer assessors will not review submissions beyond these limits. If you have presenting partners or collaborators, include written documentation confirming their involvement, such as confirmation letters, emails, screenshots, or agreements. Also provide short biographies or CVs. Please provide accessible versions of your support material when available. Peer assessors may have diverse accessibility needs. For example, captioned videos, transcript of spoken text or lyrics, image and video descriptions, sign language interpretation. If you have any questions, you can use the Help feature to communicate with program staff at the Canada Council. The fastest and easiest way to connect with the Council and ask questions in the portal is to log a case. To do so, use the Help feature on the homepage or in the navigation bar to log a case. Program staff will receive your question and send a response to the email address you've provided. Whether you have an account or not, assistance will be provided. Keep in mind that no matter where you are in your journey, if you have a question about an application, a funding opportunity, or need help using the portal, you can always connect with us. Thanks for joining us today.